Hi everyone, welcome to this demo video about our group project for SIT 223 Professional Practice in IT. Let me introduce our group team member, Abby Burton, Seymour, and Elena, which is me. So let's go to what are our backlog and activities for the sprint one. Um, the staff cybersecurity and student user stories. Also, we set up GitHub and assign roles to the team members. And moreover, we had some coding parts for our UI designer, part 1 and 2, front end developer, part 1 and 2, and team leader task for part 1 and 2. And also, we use iMessage and Microsoft Teams as our communication tools, and we had a weekly meeting for each week. We discuss everything together, and also we use the Trello as our project management tool. And more than that, we use the GitHub repository and Git commands to keep and combine the versions of our code for our version controller system. So let's go to our user stories.
So the first user story we're looking at is the cybersecurity related user story. So as a system administrator, they want staff and student portals to implement secure authentication mechanisms so that only authorized users can access sensitive university information. The task related to this was researching secure authentication methods, draft a security policy, threat modeling, reviewing OWASP guidelines, and document recommendations.
The next user story is the student user story. So as a student, they need easy access to all of their records in one place and should be able to easily source their information. To be successful in this, it needs to be searchable to easily find information, possibly through a search bar. Students should be able to keep up with university's events. Should be easy to navigate with the student portal to access their personal information. It needs to have a section outlining all the university programs, courses, and units, including undergraduate, graduate, and research programs.
So about the staff user story, as a staff member, they had to have a securely log in to the system and manage their employment information and access to student details or unit details. And also, if they're teaching, they should have they can upload materials and also handle the administrative and academic responsibilities. So the tasks related to this user story is develop a secure login system for them, also display payroll and salary details, and staff also can update their personal info such as their contact numbers and details, and also add a search bar for searching about the students and seeing their ID, emails, and other stuff. And if they're teaching, if they're teachers, they should see the list of units assigned, and also can upload and view the unit materials and see their students' names, IDs, and emails.
So this is the Trello we use to organize and plan our project. On the left-hand side, you can see the to-do list. At the moment, it's designer tasks, developer tasks, and team leader tasks. These have all been ticked off, as you can see, with the green tick, meaning they've been completed. If we press on the 3 lines, you can see the description, which is everything that needs to be completed in order for the task to be marked as completed. Then we have the doing column, which indicates everything that we are in progress. There is nothing in this column at the moment because the project is complete. Then we can see the done column, which is everything that has been completed. For example, the user stories we can see have an attachment which you can press on, and then we can view in here as well. We can also see who is responsible for completing every task. This one is Elena, as we can see. Then we have all of the weeks, each week in the sprint. So for example, week 1, we've described every task from the backlog that needs to be completed. We can see who needs to complete the task, so all of us were included in every task. And then as we can see, the description as well for what needs to be completed. So week 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all very similar, and that's our Trello.
So issues that we faced during this project was using GitHub commands, because GitHub was something that was new to all team members, so we had to do a little bit of extra research to get the right commands and to get it working. We also had a problem with pushing, pulling, and merging, as one of the computers were not in the right fork, meaning that the new additions were not coming up on that computer. There was also a need for a token for the push to work, and we didn't know this at the start, but after getting a bit of help we realized and we got the token. So for user privacy, accessibility, and security, we made sure that the data was handled securely. And for accessibility, we designed features that were usable for the users, and it was an easy website to navigate overall for the users. And security, we implemented authentication to ensure that there was no security risks.
So at the end, I'm just going to show you what is the result of our merging of our codes on the from the different branches to the main repository. So I'm just going to open the last version of the file. So as you can see here, we added our logo, the Deakin logo. Also, we add table and the content, and also a link below down here. So yeah, that was all. That was our demo video about our project. I hope it was useful and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.